In the fertile lands of northern Nigeria, nestled between rolling hills and ancient baobab trees, lay the village of Minna. And in Minna, there was no name more famous than Kaato. He was their champion wrestler, a giant of a man whose back had never known the taste of dust. Songs were sung of his triumphs, how he had thrown the strongest men from neighboring villages as if they were mere children. With every festival and every market day came a new victory for Kaato. But as his legend grew, so did a dark seed of pride in his heart. It coiled around his wisdom like a poison vine, choking the humility his father had taught him. He began to see the elders' advice not as guidance, but as the ramblings of old men who envied his youth and power. One sweltering afternoon, standing in the bustling heart of the market, his chest puffed out with arrogance, he made a declaration that silenced the drums and the chatter. "I have conquered the world of men," he roared. "There is no one left to challenge me. So I will go to the land of spirits and wrestle them." A fearful hush fell over the crowd. The elders warned him, their faces etched with worry, pleading with him not to tempt fate. But Kaato laughed, dismissing their fears. Blinded by his own ego, he set off at dawn, venturing into the forbidden groves where the veil between the human and spirit worlds was thin. The air grew cold, the trees twisted into grotesque shapes, and whispers seemed to follow him on the wind. He felt no fear, only impatience. He finally reached a clearing bathed in an unnatural twilight and bellowed his challenge. "I am Kaato. I seek the strongest spirit to test my might." In response, great and terrible spirits materialized from shadow and light. One was a towering inferno of flame, another, a creature woven from storm clouds and lightning. They looked upon the mortal with ancient knowing eyes. "Your pride is a loud drum, but its music is hollow," one hissed, and they vanished, refusing to grant him the battle he craved. Kaato stood fuming, his challenge ignored. Just as he was about to scream in frustration, a small, quiet spirit appeared. It was no bigger than a child, glowing with a soft, gentle light, its face a smooth, featureless oval. "I will accept your challenge," it whispered, its voice like the rustling of leaves. Kaato bellowed with laughter. You are a mere wisp. This will not be a fight, but an embarrassment." But as their hands met, a shock went through Kaato's body. The small spirit was unmovable, rooted to the earth like an ancient mountain. Kaato pushed, heaved, and strained with every sinew of his famed strength, but the spirit did not budge. The crowd of spirits watched in silence as the great wrestler's arrogance turned to confusion, then to panic. With a single, almost lazy twist, the small spirit lifted Kaato off his feet and brought him crashing down. For the first time, Kaato's back slammed into the earth, the impact echoing like a death knell for his pride. He lay there, gasping, the dust of the spirit world on his back. The small spirit simply faded away. Humbled, shamed, and utterly defeated, Kaato made the long journey back to his village. He was no longer a swaggering giant, but a quiet, thoughtful man. He greeted the elders with a bowed head and listened to their wisdom. He learned the most profound lesson of his life that day, that true strength is not in never falling, but in the humility to recognize a power greater than your own, and that pride is a heavier burden to carry than any opponent in the wrestling ring.